Welcome back, friends, with more X-Men 97. This is Season 1, Episode 7. Last time, we found out that Xavier is freaking alive. What the heck? And he was poised to marry the queen of the Shi'ar Empire and was even giving a lesson to some of the Shi'ar elites about how their efforts to colonize and spread peace and prosperity was all bullshit. But then he saw visions of the massacre at Genosha and of Gambit's death and decided to head back to Earth. And then we also saw Ororo get her storm powers back after dealing with some internal struggles. So hyped to see her in action again. I assume we'll check in on everybody dealing with the fallout of the attack on Genosha this time. But yeah, I've got a P.O. Box address below, full reactions on Patreon. We're 4 weeks ahead over there as well. Leave a like and let's get started.
You helped fund his Sentinel program.
You've no idea how it feels to be left behind by the future.
Sure, it's so much worse than getting genocided. Is this Xavier's grave? Gambit's bright eyes. Oh man.
Gambit had endless faith in potential. Yet, he seemed so blind to his. I think he was bluffing. How could Remy, so tuned to potential, fail to see how his sins had made him into a hero? Every gambler has a tell. Modesty was Gambit's.
That is a heck of a eulogy.
How could she not be here?
Yeah.
He saved all of us. He saved her. He loved her.
She can't handle it. It's not about not...
Grief's a lonely war. What she battles is not mere grief.
It's not just grief, it's fear of... Oh, she's going after... Oh. Wow. One of the more morally gray X-Men? Pretty sure somebody was in there.
Our intruder is an unhinged mutant from the swamp. She
Unhinged.
ain't no...
And in she comes.
Where are Henry Gyrick and Bolivar Trask?
Thought your kind were the good guys.
You killed those, Sugar. Now, you get me.
Folks are frightened. They think Dr. Trask just kicked off an all-out war between humans and mutants. And if scared voters see me helping your kind,
Wow.
sorry, son.
It's political.
Just, be patient, Scott.
Check the headlines, Mr. President. They're all about the virtue of patience.
Damn.
I got too comfortable. Never again.
No one could have seen this coming.
Never
Magneto
again.
did. He warned us repeatedly. And so did Madeline.
Huh?
I know what she meant to you, Scott.
Right now, we have to be strong. For the team. For every mutant still out there who's watching these images. They need hope. Let's go remind the world that times like these are when dreaming matters most.
Man, this is so rough.
Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.
I think that's a Mr. Rogers quote.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Teams
I learned that recently.
Triage dies down when the dead stay dead. When we first set up and the injured started flooding in, bad things happen. Everyone wants to be a survivor, but when you actually see one fresh off the belt, a survivor is the last thing I'd want to be.
Ugh.
Walk with me. Would you like that?
Please.
Uh-huh. So we're seeing a different side of her that's not caught up in the... Oh. Captain America?
Stand down, Rogue.
Oh, shit!
Where's Henry Gyrick? He was
Genosha wasn't just a mutant tragedy. It shames us all. But rampaging across the country dishonors those who were lost.
So help
hogwash.
her
and tell
find
me what
him?
America's
I'm hoping to use Gyrick to get our hands on Bolivar Trask. He built the Sentinels. He's the natural first suspect for that master mold in Genosha.
Alright. You're helping. Not just like putting a stop to
Last
her.
week, Gyrick was transferred out of U.S. custody by some covert division in the UN.
I reckon we nab Gyrick now before our mystery boys move him again.
This uniform shows up in Mexico bashing heads in with you. It sends a message.
Damn right that you stand with mutants.
Right now, my hands are tied.
Well, if your hands are tied, you won't be needing this.
I guess you're just taking... Oh. Hello, Petty, but...
You think there's really gonna be a war?
My foster parents called this morning asking the same thing. I told them not to worry. Hadn't heard from them in months. You call your mom?
I'm on a ski trip in the Alps.
She doesn't even
Look at
know
me like that.
that he's a
What if
mutant.
we've been here?
Look what happens when we don't hide. When we shove it in their face. Is it worth it, Jubilee?
That's a fair point
just know
too.
I wouldn't want my parents finding out who I was on the 5 o'clock news. Don't want them burying a stranger.
Yeah.
Will you come with me?
Duh.
You understand both sides of that.
The priority for the foreseeable future must be damage control.
Oh, tall order when mutants everywhere are taken to the streets.
Riots are the language of the unheard.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Normal people won't accept mutants if they feel threatened.
Perhaps the professor's vision for the future was too nearsighted, and begging for your tolerance was our first mistake.
Hank, no, that's not what I was saying.
But it is what you mean. That is the issue. As was your reporting outside my home while my friends were dying.
That's what I was saying. He knows what's coming. Not even surprised.
Tell Summers his wife's cute psychic probes won't work this time.
Oh.
This ain't that sort of probe.
Oh. Oh. She probed him.
This much death can stain a place.
Oh, wow.
So many last thoughts, unfulfilled dreams, cycling on repeat, stuck, rotting. So many futures lost. So many.
Somebody ground her.
Finished, lacking
Scott.
closure.
Oh.
Scott.
Survivors.
Up ahead.
She found Madeline.
Diamond transmutation has never been one of Emma's abilities. Perhaps
Oh,
mutation
Emma.
triggered by duress.
Emma Frost.
I've always done well.
Under pressure.
Under pressure.
Literally became a diamond.
He said nothing about Genosha.
Who didn't?
Mr. Sinister. Sinister promised to help me get my life back. He didn't say it was a mutant massacre.
Trask created Master Mold, i.e. all of this is literally his fault, i.e. we can't trust him.
It's a trap. A trap isn't a trap if you know it's a trap.
Buckle up, team. We head to Madripoor.
Oh well, here we go.
You got this, okay? We go in, charm with small talk, and...
I'm a mutant.
Yup. Immediate.
Or that.
That was a nice cut.
This is such a relief.
Relief?
4 of our homes have caught fire mysteriously since you turned 16.
Oh.
And do you truly think your father and I believe a band of Somali pirates hijacked your yacht in the Hamptons?
You knew. Why didn't you say anything?
It was your secret to tell. A mother knows, Roberto. Thank you for helping my son. I was afraid he'd be facing this all alone, making sure we keep this all private.
What do you mean, keep it private?
Shareholders are rattled by anything mutant-related, especially after this awfulness in Genosha. They can't
worried
know
about
we have
shareholders.
an in the family.
Remy's dead. But that don't mean I'm ready to accept it.
We all grieve in our own way.
You sure pulled the short straw in the adopted sister department, didn't you?
She did not cause Gambit or Magneto to be killed. She helped them live.
Nightcrawler really has a way with words.
Just as you dreamt it.
Yet you nearly ruined my surprise.
Oh shit, he's alive! And
Now we know what Trask meant by clearing the building.
and secret tunnel.
Room behind a busted vending machine. Maybe we ask poor man's Oppenheimer before he...
Go.
I made the Sentinels to protect normal people. Now
Really?
I am become death.
A lot of famous
Save this
quotes.
dirtbag from
He's building a new type of Sentinel.
Goddamn.
Worse than what we saw in Genosha. I won't let him make me any more of a monster than he already has.
You're gonna be a monster either way.
I have nothing.
You have something.
Sugar.
Rogue,
Vogue, what have you done?
you could have teleported to...
That maniac killed Remy and thousands of people on Genosha. That rotten piece of scum put a good man, my man.
Fuck. Oh shit. What the frickin'?
Prime Sentinel Protocol activated.
Shit. God damn, how strong is he? Where are we throwing that? Oh, into the water, okay. Quicksilver? Oh, from Morph. That's not doing any damage. Neutralized? Actually dead? Oh, god damn. No, they're fine. He's just saying neutralized like he's underestimating them. Can take on... she's fine. Neutralized. EMP. Is that Bishop? Cable?
Electromagnetic cluster grenade.
Oh.
What the hell are you doing here?
You don't even get a hi, son?
Nathan. Let's skip the reunion, Dad. Trask got it wrong. Sinister's working for someone else, someone worse.
What?
You X-Men.
So they knew Cable before, but they didn't know him as their son.
The X-Men will learn from this too, you blithering fool. You should have waited until rollout and overwhelmed them.
You and the villains of old have been failing since '92 to squash these pests. But you would... My techs repaired a damaged alien satellite the X-Men used to chat with their allies, the Shi'ar.
They know about Charles.
Our merry band of muties have been selling the world
Muties.
a very big lie.
Shit, they can turn public opinion against them. Xavier's death gave them so much compassion from some people, and to find out it was a lie. Oh, there he is. But he's...
Nifty Bob, right?
Oh, he's got him on.
Simply listen and obey. See, you were born for this.
What the heck? Well, I assumed Magneto was alive, but another doozy of an episode. We opened on Gambit's funeral. Rogue didn't even show because she feels like she needs to be on the move so she doesn't dwell on his death. And Magneto's. We'll get back to Magneto because he's still alive, but interestingly enough, we didn't see a funeral for Magneto. But Rogue just doesn't want to accept any of it just yet, and she went attacking a military base or some sort of facility. I could have made a joke about, oh no, she went rogue, but it didn't occur to me till the credits because I was too absorbed at all the fascinating and emotional stuff that was happening in this episode. Xavier and Storm didn't make it back yet, but they're on their way. But this was mostly about the fallout for everybody else. And then while she was on her path of revenge, the other X-Men were trying to find survivors in Genosha. Emma Frost became a diamond under pressure. I did not know she could do that. We still haven't found Madeline Pryor, but I'm not optimistic because if she was at least conscious, she could telepathically signal to somebody, which means she's probably gone, which really, really sucks because she finally found her place and she was possibly destroyed along with it. And then when the X-Men arrived at Genosha, Beast said, look for the helpers, you will always find people who are helping, which is an old Mr. Rogers quote. I actually hadn't seen his stuff before, but Natasha over on Patreon talked about him a little to me, and that's why I recognize the quote. I think without context, there can be a lot of ways that quote can be taken. Was Beast saying that we should look to the helpers to buoy our spirits and know that we're not alone in this? Was he saying look for the helpers, see what they do, and emulate that? Or look for the helpers and maybe they can help you? There are quite a few different possibilities, but all seem like they're probably going to help you or other people, so it seems like good advice, though I should learn the original context of the quote at some point. But yeah, Beast also quoted someone else in this episode, riots are the language of the unheard, which is also an important one, this one from Dr. Martin Luther King. Does Beast quote people like that pretty often? Because the quotes were important and relevant, but it was a bit jarring for there to be two in a single episode. But yeah, this riot quote holds true. People whose communities are under attack, like you expect them to sit there and do nothing? The onus shouldn't be on the victims to restrain their frustration and anger. It should be on the aggressors and the oppressors to stop destroying those communities. And then Rogue also ran into Captain America. Rogue called him America's top cop. It's interesting because the only Cap I'm familiar with is the one from the MCU, and he was a rule breaker through and through, and always in the service of doing what was right. But this one, like, okay, he's correct in telling Rogue that maybe this isn't the right way, but saying his hands are tied and that he can't help her, it was pretty disappointing. And then we also had Roberto come out to his parents. It mirrored the queer experience a ton, and I like how Jubilee was advising him on how to come out, and suddenly her advice is cut short, the music is cut, and he just says, Ma, I'm a mutant. Very straightforward. And yeah, his mom knew all along. Turns out it was pretty obvious because he burned down or almost burned down a bunch of their places. Glad she and his father agreed that it was his secret to tell, though. Unfortunately, she also goes on to say that we have to keep it under wraps because it would affect stock prices and all that, which kind of really sucks. Like, it's not like Roberto wanted to reveal himself to the world anyway, but the fact that he has to continue to hide part of who he is just because of stock prices feels really, really shitty. And then Nightcrawler was one of the characters I wondered about at the start of the series because I remember seeing him around in the films, but he was hanging out in Genosha and he's been in the intro the last 2 episodes, and he has some really powerful moments in this episode. That eulogy for Gambit got me emotional, and I barely know Gambit. I don't know what sins Nightcrawler is referring to that Gambit committed, but I think there's definitely something extremely compelling about a character that does their best to be better than they used to be. And then he was there to get to Rogue and reassured her that she didn't get Gambit and Magneto killed. In fact, she helped them live, and that is a heck of a line. And then I thought the big bad was Mr. Sinister, but there's somebody else giving him orders, and I don't recognize him exactly. He killed Gyrick and then kind of made Trask into a Sentinel, a rather powerful one at that, who was able to knock out Rogue in a single hit and gave our party tons of trouble. Rogue supposedly dropped Trask to his death, which is a heck of a move, but then that activated him, and it was a huge struggle just to take out this one Sentinel, and it was actually Cable that came and got the job done. We also found out that Magneto is alive, but he's taken prisoner by this new villain as well. Oh man, that's frustrating, but this show is so fascinating, and I'm really loving it. Hope you're enjoying my reactions. Full reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys soon with more. Bye, friends.